Welcome to my very first tutorial where I will show you how to do this cool effect. So you need to have footage with a person who is taking breath visibly. As you can see right now, something like this. I have to admit that the person on the video in the video is me. I look like I'm swallowing sperm a little bit. So that's it. Now it's time to the important moment is that the person have to fall down out of the screen at the end of the footage. So now drag the video and put it on a working area. After dropping it, you will create a new composition with the length of the video. Now it's time to find a point where the person is taking first breath. Now it's time to create new null object. You will create it by clicking on a layer, new null object. You can move it wherever you want, but it's not important. Now change Workspace on the upper right corner to motion tracking. After changing Workspace, we get tracking tools which are very useful, and I'll show you why. So now we have to choose our footage, click on track motion, okay, and now you have to make sure that now you have to add rotation and make sure that null 1 is set as motion target. If not, you just click on edit target and add null 1 object there. Now choose 2 point of interest which tracking points will track. So I chose my eyes. And after choosing 2 points of interest, you will click on Analyze Forward button. And now you can see how both tracking points are following my eyes. And they are following my eyes pretty good. Sorry. Sometimes tracking points are not following points of interest properly. You can see it right now, but we can fix it manually later. After everything, you will click apply and OK, and that's it. Thanks to those tracking tools, our null object is moving right like my eyes. And I'll show you why we need it in few moments. Now we will select our footage, click on Effect, Distort, and Spherize. There will appear a new point. We will move it between eyebrows. And as you can see, when I will play the footage, the point is not following my head. So click on Effect Controls, as you can see on a video. Choose Effect Spherize. Now push Alt and click on Stopwatch next to Center of Sphere option. Now click and hold the little spiral button and move it up to null 1 position option where you can release the mouse button. What we do now is that our centrosphere effect is following upper left corner of null object. You can see it's pretty good. Now choose null one and move it between eyebrows. Pretty good. Now you can see that the point is following my head pretty good. If you have your footage selected, you can see sphere size effect controls, and changing sphere radius value changes head dimension. Looks pretty cool, huh? And thanks to motion tracking tool, the effect is following my head, so it looks like we want it even when my head is moving. So that's thanks to that motion tracking. Now change back radius value to 0. Now find taking of first breath. Click on stopwatch next to radius option in sphere effect controls, then move footage about few seconds and change the value of radius. This will create 2 keyframes, and between those keyframes our radius value will change slightly. And thanks to this we will get effect we want. You can also move those 2 keyframes just how you need. So now move footage to next breath moment and repeat the same thing, but add effect keyframe by clicking here. This will create new keyframe with same value as the keyframe before. Now move footage about few seconds. Change value of sphere radius again. It should be bigger. Now I look like alien from outer space. And repeat this thing every breath, every take of breath. Okay. Now I'm moving to next take of breath. I add keyframe. Now I'll move few frames forward, and I'll change the value of sphere radius. Few more frames, and this time I'll make my head really big. So okay, I'm I'm falling here, so I'll get the footage before the moment I'm falling down, and there I'll change the value, I guess, yeah, about 400, yeah, looks good, looks pretty good. But there is one little problem. When I'm falling down, My head is deforming. This is because errors in motion tracking. And we will fix it by clicking on a null one. And we can see every tracking point, so we can move problematic points manually. I just put this point here, and I can move previous point, and there you can also add new points just by moving null one object within frames where are no points. So you don't have to worry that this is all points you have. Where are no points, you can just create new ones. So yeah, I will make this correct, and that's it. Thank you for watching this tutorial. If you want to learn how to add gore effects to the video, just watch my next tutorial called Blood Head Explosion.